Well, good afternoon and welcome to Rugby School and welcome to NextGen15 for the first game of Rugby School's 2023-2024 campaign. And today they're taking on the Continental Tyres National Schools Cup champions. It's Oakham who've taken the short journey from Leicestershire over to Warwickshire, where they're going to be trying to battle it out and take their first win of the campaign. When new Director of Rugby, Rupert Harden, who's taking to the field today for his very first match away. This season we've got all Rugby School games on NextGen15, all live games here at home. They get to play at home every single first 15 game this season. Oakham, they're looking to try and add another trophy to the cabinet that they won just 5 months ago at Twickenham against Trinity. Well, it's all to play for, and on NextGen15 this season, you can see 2 to 4 games, school games, every week on NextGen15, so please do not miss it. We're going to be live with the kick-off in just a few minutes' time. The temperature at Rugby today is around 31 degrees, and we've got a few minutes to kick off, and the pitch here on Old Big Side is looking absolutely fantastic. So stay with us, we'll go through the teams in just a couple of minutes. It's Rugby School against Oakham. Well, they're Rugby School going through their final preparations here on Old Big Side. This year marks their 200th year, their bicentenary year, and they have had some wonderful action throughout this 2023 year, and we'll be back here on Wednesday as well. And for those of you that joined us here on NextGen15 for the International Sevens, it was an absolute cracking weekend of rugby. I was here, it was delightful, although quite a bit colder than it is today. Well, let's take you through the teams then, starting with Rugby, who I know are very much looking forward to this. Their head coach Sam Poynton, former England student. We've got Matt Brown and Rob Gaffan, the captain, alongside Hugh Salverson in the front row, Sam Bird and James Canvin in the second row. And keep an eye out for the rugby back three, Kayada, Wada and Drew. A new boy to the school, Jack Drew. Got some quick feet, so keep an eye out for him later on. And Oakham then, well, Andy Rice, who took them to Twickenham and came away with the spoils in the Continental Tyres National Schools Cup just a few months ago, stepped down from his role, and in comes new man Rupert Harden, who is looking at this new look Oakham team with much optimism. No players from that cup final in this Oakham starting 15 today. Fergus Simpson, Ed Davey and Alex Germany all in that front row. Tom Ross captains alongside Jacob Hardwick and Alfie Hoyles in the back row. Will Howard and AJ Andrews will look to pull the strings from the halfbacks. And a late change, the back three, Lawrence Day moves to the left wing, Alfie Clarkson comes into the side, and Fabian Powell now off the bench starting at fullback. You will not see many better pitches in schoolboy rugby. Every rugby school first 15 game on NextGen15 this year, and as part of their 200-year celebrations, they get to play every game at home, their first 15. A wonderful occasion. Well, for those of you wondering how on earth are they going to cope with the heat, we are going to have a 2-minute water break at around the 20-minute mark. Well, it's always close contest, Rugby School and Oakham. In the last 5 meetings, Rugby have won 3 and Oakham 2. Oakham winning this fixture, which was the opening fixture of the previous campaign, 29 points to 14. Plenty to come from these two sides as Oakham make the home side wait. Well, finally, Oakham take to the field. A huge moment for them, a huge moment for Rugby School as well. Looking to mark the start of this campaign with a big performance. Last season they won 5, lost 5 and drew 2, and they'll be looking to try and change that ratio around slightly more in their favour for this campaign. AJ Andrews for Oakham will get things underway. Well, sent high into the bright blue Warwickshire sky, and already a charging run from Brown for rugby. Oakham offside. Shraven Sande skipping through. This is a lovely break from rugby. Charging forward with Gaffin, the captain.
6, let go! Let go! Timing, lads.
Momentum still with rugby here as it comes out to Kayada.
One move!
Straightens up through the contact and still down the blind side with Cockburn. Bundled forward with Roberts. And now the spill ball turnover. Doherty for Oakham.
8 moves!
Big tackle coming in from the Rugby School number 8, Jake Roberts. We're looking for the impacts from him today.
Fine, first man.
Turned over, that is lovely from rugby. Brown forward once more, they now get the penalty. Shreve takes it quickly and straight into contact from Virani. Kayada once again stepping in at first receiver. Now the first man to clear out of the breakdown. Through the middle, Canvin was charging, but lost forward.
Scrum down, black ball.
Well, it is a wonderful day to open your season. I'm sure everybody in the grassroots game will be dealing with the heat this weekend, and half an eye on the Rugby World Cup as well. What a game that was between France and New Zealand last night, the hosts taking the spoils. First scrum of the game then, chance to see what the two sets of forwards can bring to this game.
Sets! We're down on the far side.
We're going to have that again.
Need a longer bind from you.
Eton scrums today will certainly knock the energy levels of the front eight from both teams.
Crouch! Bind!
Howard,
Set.
scrum half for Oakham. Looks lively from the base. Away to Doherty. Point of attack for Oakham. Penalty to them as well. Not rolling away.
You are now.
It's Jack Brown who's penalised. Howard will look to send this downfield, and Rugby with a positive start as Howard scuffs that boot and gets next to nothing on the line out and territory. Oakham yet to get out of their own half following the kick-off.
Right, we've agreed no huddles, in we come please. Yeah, he's fine.
And a clean line out from Oakham. That was a great steal from Bird. Still with Rugby down the short side.
We'll take the out in touch.
On the home side, as you would expect, always with their faithful support.
There you are.
Great crowd here on our big side this afternoon.
Four in, please.
Well, the grass is glistening here on the hallowed turf.
Fine, no contest.
Much better accuracy that time at the line out.
Flat.
In comes the forwards. Into the Rugby half for Oakham now. Had numbers to the left. It chose not to use them. Did Cummins. Penalty.
Got to work harder to get on side 7.
Jack Brown again penalised, this time for offside.
Number 7 offside.
Tanit. Drew running from deep. To go out wide and through the hands to Wada.
Backwards.
Just bobbling into touch. Well, the early intensity just subduing somewhat. Both teams will certainly have to just measure how they attack this game.
6 in, please.
Line up for Oakham once again then.
In the line, please.
not straight, not accurate.
Don't need your help.
And Rugby
Scrum down, white ball.
will get the scrum.
Let's go, boys. Crouch. Bind. Sets. Hold now, White, hold.
Good set from Rugby, away it comes then. Cockburn. Kayada tries to feed Drew, and now off his wing. Wada storming down the track. Has space in front of him, puts it in one arm. Can he go the whole way? Looks for the offload. All just knocked out the way.
Attempt to take the ball,
by
but it's gone
Day.
forward. Scrum down, white ball.
It's an accidental knock on, and Rugby will get the scrum. And the first real attack of the game.
Ball's gone up, but he knocks it forward.
Sends them 70 metres downfield.
On the tee, please.
What a strong start from the home side. They get the scrum. Trave Sanday to try and release this one quickly. Rugby's back's looking electric.
Bind. Sets. Come around, we take the same scrum.
Reset scrum, and just as I was about to say that Oakham, always well known for their muscle and strength in the set piece, in the forwards. They muscled their way back into the game against Trinity in the National Schools Cup final a few months ago. Were well down at half time and stormed through in the second 35 minutes.
There's the tee, there we are. There's your mark.
New year, new team from them. New director of rugby, new approach to things.
Crouch. Bind.
Second time of asking, Rugby at the scrum.
Sets.
5 metres out, 5 metres in from the near touch line. Trave Sanday gets it away, and Stridham has to deal with the loose ball.
Timing, lads.
Rugby with numbers over, crossfield kick looking for Wada. Might bounce here and come away with that one. Back inside to Drew.
Touch there.
And Wada had a foot in touch.
Can we find the guy with the flag on the side, please?
It'll be Oakham with the line out. Wasn't much on for Alfie Cockburn. Only 2 players outside of him, with a wall of black and red shirts in front.
Yeah, we agreed that we're all in together. Maul.
Davey
through the mark.
just about gets his mark as Oakham truck this one up with the delivery men.
Go round now.
Howard just teetering at the back of this maul.
Okay, one stationary. Let go of him, please.
Needs to release it here if they're going to keep this one alive, and in comes the box kick. Difficult when the sun's high and bright like it is right now. Brown does well to get it away. Might fall for Rugby nicely here, skipping through is Drew. Using those quick feet of his, and Cockburn now out wide to Tanit. Tanit down the right, skips inside with the fend, offload to Kayada, who goes into the corner. And that's the first try of the season, the first try of the game. And it goes to Rugby's number 13, Nathaniel Kayada. Well worked, well finished. And it is Rugby that take the lead. It was well worked from the loose ball. This break from Drew in the middle. They had so many bodies, so many white shirts to the right. And Tanit with some great footwork, a fantastic fend and the offload. And Kayada with a fine finish. It was quick hands, quick movement. Love that netball pass from Jack Drew as well. a lot of work to do here, and Tanit just turning the Oakham defence inside and out. Nothing Hardwick could do for Oakham. And off the upright. So Rugby School 5, Oakham 0.
You're in time 12.
Yeah, were you able to use mine?
Take them back!
First visit to the Rugby 22, and Oakham get the penalty.
Holding on. First movement to lift, then he's pulled off his feet. Post
Well,
called.
they point to the posts, and Will Howard will have a shot at goal. Great way to close the scoreline after that try. Immediate response is exactly what you want.
I'm all right for now, thank you. Yeah, on the line, please. Take the 5.
Chance for Oakham then to close the gap. Easy 3 points for Will Howard. Rugby 5, Oakham 3.
You're in time to make sure they're all behind.
Well, there is a decent breeze here in rugby today. Not quite enough to cool these players down. The searing heat
8, let go!
is absolutely going to batter these players as they get towards the back end of this game. But this is a lovely break from Oakham, storming through. They have no support. Plenty of white shirts around them, and that is Hoyles with a 30-metre break. Back on the edge of the 22 once again. Andrews marshalling is Howard.
White, let go! No 2, let go!
Gets it today, and now back with Cummins. Away quickly, this is a great skip, and big bosh from Kayada on Andrews. Oakham looking lively with another carry from Cummins. Charging forward, trucking forward. Still this time with Oakham, and quickly off the base. Doherty tries to spin away from Virani. Can't quite cut loose. Again with Oakham, and Andrews. Another half break from the fly half.
Play on.
Trying to muscle their way forward now.
Tackle release! White, let go! Off his foot, play on.
Players to the right and to the left for Oakham.
First one's off his foot, then he knocks it forward.
It's been lost forward. And the home side will get the ball at the scrum.
The ball's out.
Great period of play
The ball's out. He's played
from the
with his foot.
visitors.
The ball's out.
And just the pressure from Stridham for rugby, causing Will Howard all kinds of problems.
Crouch. Bind. Sets.
Down the short side with Wada. We know what wheels he's got, and already down the left wing he goes. Puts it on the toe, and Fabian Powell has it for Oakham.
Ball's out, play on.
Bit loose for them at the breakdown, and Rugby shoved them back 8 metres.
Find first man.
With Rugby once again. Great steal and grubbered through from Gaffin, the captain. Stridham was lurking.
Attempt for the ball, but your hands go beyond.
And is penalised at that breakdown. And Oakham with the penalty.
12 off feet, hands beyond the ball.
Oh, absolutely no shade out there. And I don't think that's gone to touch Cockburn to Kayada. Ball in one hand, skipping and teasing the defence, and Drew well lined up.
Knocked forward, 13 offside.
We're going to come back for Wyndham.
Knocked forward, then
Offside
13
for
offside.
Oakham.
Gents will take the water break there as well. Ball down there.
Well, that's the first quarter of this game done and dusted. Rugby 5, Oakham 3. Just as we have this short 2-minute water break. Well, let's take a look at that Rugby try. They were out the traps like a rocket. And it was great footwork from Drew. All about keeping the ball alive, and well worked. Cockburn, Tannett here with a huge fend and just freeing up the arms to get that offload away. Nathaniel Kayada doing an excellent job to finish it off. Well, I think they'll be pretty pleased with their performance in the opening 17 minutes or so here.
Thank you.
Message from the coach is more of the same, I suspect.
Lovely, cheers, mate, thank you.
Don't give Oakham an ounce of breath.
Here, midway through each arm.
And Rupert Harden, the new man in the middle for Oakham.
Rob, just explain that one down there. He's perfectly legal to compete for the ball, but he just goes on the floor. Penalty here, knocked on, and then you're 12 in front, and then plays the ball. No, because he's offside, because they could have played it from the corner, but he stopped it because he's offside. Time back on, it's knocked forward, then he's offside.
Away we go then. Oakham with the penalty for the offside, and that won't go into touch. Away with Drew and Stridham.
Flat!
Looking to go out wide, Virani.
Off his foot, play on!
The pass to Wada, not accurate enough, and the left wing for Rugby does well.
Fine off your own man's foot.
Great turnover from Oakham. Here they are charging. Do they have the muscle?
White release! Penalty advantage 5.
They've got the advantage coming, but they have the bodies over. Can they get in for their first score? This Doherty, well tackled by Kayada. They're going to come back for that earlier infringement.
5, no roll.
Oakham looking to use the muscle from the forwards. Now they use it. Now with the speed, through the hands. Wyndham over, but the pass to him forward. And Oakham with a wasted chance in the corner.
Forward pass. Scrum down, white ball.
Rugby on their own 5-metre line then. This is where you earn your money as a front row. Rob Gaffin, the captain, at hooker today for them.
Crouch. Bind.
Treafsand.
Got to pre-engage on the far side. I need patience from both
Oakham
of you until we
just
get to set. Just keep your hands out of the
looking
way,
to
don't
engage
move too much.
slightly too early there. Referee asking for a reset.
Crouch.
Nice
Bind.
breeze has just
Set.
shot through old big side.
Bind ball out.
And that is a free ball. And that has been lost forward by Rugby, and that is great pressure from Oakham.
Right, the ball's out of the scrum. He takes the ball and then your 8 knocks it on.
Well, it looked to be a good set from Rugby. They looked to have hooked it back well,
Come down, black ball.
but it just fired back too quickly, and unfortunately Roberts couldn't control it at the base.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Use, please.
It's a great shove from Rugby, but Oakham still with the ball, and here's Andrews trying to skip his way through. Likes to attack direct and straight. The Oakham fly half, and the muscle from Oakham once again. This is Cummins. They've got numbers out wide if they can just recycle it. Now they ship it. Can they go through? Yes, they can. And finally, Oakham with a try. And it's their number 13, Hugh Wyndham, with the score. Well, they were pressing and pressing and searching for the line. Had one or two opportunities go amiss. And in the end, it was a simple score through the hands.
No, still got plenty of time.
And Rugby just
Plenty of
caught
time.
short at the end defensively, didn't have enough bodies to stop this surge, and had another good break from Cummins, who was kept busy the second row. And well finished in the end for Wyndham. Howard looking for the extras to extend Oakham's lead. Easy does it. Rugby 5, Oakham 10. Well, just how well will our hosts respond? Cockburn. Better from the restart this time, and all beautifully taken. Canvin. Like a salmon, and well, I think it was Canvin.
Let go.
Rugby, excellent. And now Kayada under a lot of pressure from Andrews.
He's released the ball.
It was Roberts with that wonderful take, and Kayada still going. Kayada for his second try. Well, where on earth did that come from? His second try of the game.
Then got to his feet. He's released the ball. Then he's got to his feet, and then he's lifted the ball up and run.
And it was smart play from the Rugby outside centre. We'll take a look at this again. Kayada with that initial break and skipping away. And the body's just peeled away from him. Oakham caught napping defensively. And that is a great second score from Nathaniel Kayada. It was smart play, brushing off the tackles, and when he eventually went to ground, released the ball back to his feet and used all that speed and power to blaze past Fabian Powell. Off the left boot, and this time not off the post, straight through the middle for Cockburn. What a response from rugby. There's been some smart play so far in this game. And you have to say, one of the finest pitches in all of school sport globally. Not many better qualities than that, and there's a bit of a mishap between Bird and Shrave-Sande. And that is a simple bit of possession to give away. Oakham with the scrum in the rugby 22. Well, there's been some fantastic events over the last few months here at Rugby School. Seen the Global Pass, the Legend matches, the Bicentenary triple header, charity vets matches, and England women against Wales women under 18s, I think it was. And of course, if you joined us for the under 18 international sevens, as Oakham come down the left wing, and Lawrence Day getting close, 5 metres out. Howard gets it away quickly.
Let go! Timing, here we are.
Edging closer, 2 metres out now. Rugby just stopping them short. And that is a great turnover from Gaffin.
Touched!
Well, it's still in play, and Howard looks for space. Doherty out wide to Powell, and here comes Wyndham, the try scorer, skipping his way through. Now over to Clarkson. Cuts inside. And Rugby get the penalty. Just as Oakham look to have the momentum, look to have that cutting edge. Well, as I was saying, if you joined us for the under 18 international sevens a few months ago, we had 43,000 viewers here on NextGen 15. And you can watch up to 4 school rugby games every week throughout the whole season. It's going to be a wonderful love affair over the next few months.
No hide for me there, they're going straight to the ball. Yeah, but let's think about the tone that we're doing it in. Okay, time back on, please.
Great line out from Rugby on their own 22. Struggled to release the forwards.
12 away now!
But now, starting to use the ball. That is Canvin.
Fine, ball is lifted, all backwards.
Powerful second row.
9 knocks it forward. Backwards by White and then forward by Black.
And it's been knocked on by Oakham.
There's a mark. Rugby, let's get the patience right this time, please. Crouch.
Well, great to see all the support we have
Bind.
around
Set.
the pitch here today.
Well, hold now.
Much
wide.
better setup from rugby off the base with Roberts
Knocked forwards.
and lost
Still backwards
forward,
by
and
Black. No advantage
Oakham
coming. Knocked forward by White.
will get a scrum of their own. And this is where it starts to just suck the energy out of your game plan. Can be a lot of errors in the opening match of the season. Teams just still trying to find their way, and when you add it with 31-degree heat, it does start to become a lot more difficult.
Crouch. Bind. Set. White hold now.
Doherty
12 away now.
well wrapped up by Stridham. Ross, the captain. Wyndham looking for another sniff of the white paint, and Cummins with a charge infield. He's been very busy today, and that's the loose ball.
You're fine, but you've got to start on side 8. Offside.
Roberts penalised for being offside into the
Challenge
final
is
few
legal, but
minutes
you
of
must
this
start
first
on
half.
side.
Oakham
White, take the
looking
line, please.
to regain the lead, charging
Yeah, you're creeping around the side of the rock.
on this rugby try line, opting for that 5-metre line out.
Lads, hold, they're just making a change. Change made. Just hold.
Davey. Not throwing, it's Hardwick for Oakham. And the pressure cooker.
Okay, let's go now, please.
Off
More.
the top
One man
comes the
sacks legal,
maul,
use
and
now,
Oakham
use,
charging
use.
forward. In come the bodies. Peeling off the back, and they think they're over.
Really held up.
The referee says held up.
Held up. Goal line.
Well, it was close. Rugby will get the goal line dropout.
Make sure everybody's behind the ball, please. Behind the ball.
Shot long. And back with Howard. Pisses out to Andrews, who's skipping his way through, looking electric. The Oakham fly half. It down the short side, and it's with him again, Andrews. And he's in. What a score for Oakham on the cusp of half-time. Well, it was the half-backs that created it. And it was Andrews, the fly half, that finished it off. Straight from the goal line dropout, and this is what that recent law brings to the game. Broken field, plenty of space, and he was skipping through. And the thing to note here, he was back to his feet quickly, and great work from Oakham. Well, the initial break there from Powell at fullback. Showing his footwork.
Still got a minute. Yeah, but we had the time off for the water break.
Fantastic support play. Andrews at first receiver, just where he wants to be. And Oakham finishing it off. No good with the conversion this time. There's the try scorer, AJ Andrews. Rugby 12, Oakham 15. Just lovely footwork originally from Fabian Powell. Late change, a couple of hours ahead of kick-off coming into the starting 15. Showing his speed, showing his skills. Wyndham crashes up. Oakham still using this short side, and Cummins once again acts as link man.
16 release! Good effort, 4, well done. Penalty advantage 8 offside.
Andrews well charged down by Virani.
No advantage 8 offside.
We're going to come back for the penalty to Oakham. It was Jake Roberts that was offside for rugby. Not the first time in this opening 35 minutes.
Offside, number 8. Time is dead.
No time left.
Let's make an option, please, lads.
For the line out.
Ten, just give me one. Let go one. Yeah, go with him, please.
Hardwick in Germany. Just clarifying the call. Line out just inside the rugby half. Well, it didn't look straight, but was
let go.
Tapped backwards. Not a clean ball in from the line out. Here comes Hardwick again, this time
no white,
charging forward.
Side, number 7.
Rugby penalised at the breakdown once again, just giving away
yeah, you're fine there. 7 side.
Too much field position. Those infringements, and again through Doherty downfield.
Yeah, I've asked him to come off and he hasn't. He's taken the ball with him. White, here you go.
Oakham looking to suck all the life out of this first half of their season as well. Trying to pick up where they left off against Trinity at Twickenham just a few months ago.
Same ball. Keep pumping.
Using that traditional Oakham muscle.
5 side entry.
Rugby.
Number 5 in the side.
Again, another penalty, this time from Canvin.
Skip. 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 2 break time penalties on the way up. Then 5 comes straight into the side of that ball. Have a word about discipline now, please.
Doherty again will ping this downfield. Gaffan,
Rob, all good.
the rugby captain,
5 side entry.
need to have a word about discipline. They have gifted Oakham 50 metres of territory here.
More. Within 5, absolutely 5, play it.
Hardwick around the back. Tries to straighten and is well tackled by Virani. Now Oakham once more. pummeling on this rugby try line, and they get a third try.
Yep.
And it was coming. Rugby struggling to put a stop on that one. And it is Oakham that get the third try
In line with me, please.
in this opening half. Great break around the back from Hardwick.
Just a bit.
And the footwork, the power, the pace finds their way over. Well, it's just what they needed. And after those countless penalties, rugby just giving so much territory away. And looks like Hoyles with the score for Oakham. Chance to add the extras here for Howard, and he makes absolutely no mistake. And that is half time. Rugby 12, Oakham 22. Well, Rupert Harden, the new Oakham Director of Rugby, will be delighted with how they responded to the rugby scores in that opening 35 minutes. We'll be looking for more of the same in the second 35. Rugby School 12, Oakham 22. Second half about to get underway. Plenty of good rugby. And 5 tries in that first 35 minutes. Rugby will be looking to make Old Big Side a fortress this season. They started so promisingly in the first half. They will be looking for more of the same. It was 2 tries from Nathaniel Kayada in the opening 35 minutes. I'm sure he'll be sniffing around for his hat-trick. Big charge from Hoyles.
No, let go! Timing, lads.
Now into the rugby half, and Oakham with a foot in touch. Rugby will get the line out, some 45 metres out from their own try line. First bit of possession for them in this second half. Remember, you can watch all of Rugby School's first 15 games live on Next Gen 15 this season.
There.
Off the top through Cockburn, and there's the charge.
Knock on.
Drew
We'll play
picked a hard line, but was well drawn out by the Oakham defence. We look to try and use this one wide now in a bit of space.
No advantage, back we come. Knocked on by White, scrum down, black ball.
We're going to come back for that original Drew knock on. And Oakham with the scrum.
You're there. Oh, no, boys, wait. Okay, now go. Wait, Rose. Rose. Crouch. Bind. Set. Second time White early.
Penalty Oakham.
Second time White early.
No doubt from Will Howard. Gives the ball to Ollie Doherty. And they're all going to fire this one downfield again. Another bit of an infringement from Rugby, giving Oakham possession.
Thank you.
Line out then. Ed Davey back at hooker for Oakham.
Yeah, fine.
Straight to the front, and in comes that driving ball. Oakham 10 metres out from the Rugby try line. Here come
one stationary.
The boys in black marching on this Rugby
now.
try line. Peeling round the fringes, just
Find your
short.
own man, it's your own man.
Rolling forward.
Let go, White, let go.
Rugby told to release. Now Oakham through the backs, and again recycle possession. Just spilled from Andrews.
First one's backwards, second one goes forwards. Scrum down, White ball.
And that knock on will give Rugby
For me, your man, they brought it
the
to
scrum just in front of their own posts. Well, it's an all-new
First one backwards, then a knock
Oakham
on.
15 compared
Let's go, please, lads.
to the one that started at Twickenham a few months ago.
Oi, ow, ow.
Crouch. Bind.
Hold.
Set. Hold it there.
Hold it, boys.
Stay right there.
From the base, Roberts with the power.
Beyond.
Looking to be clinical, but there's the spillage.
We'll take the knock on first.
And Oakham will be back with ball in
None of
hand
your players around it. We'll take the scrum.
with the scrum, some 15 metres out from the Rugby School posts.
Next 2 minutes, boys. 50.
So, can you just watch the early set?
Yeah. That's why I've given two already.
Yeah, I know, but right, boys, on my call. Stay early push, let them do it. Yeah, it's nice.
Crouch.
Hold.
Bind.
Hold your feet.
Not my leg.
Set. Hold it there.
Hold it. Balls in.
Black hold now.
Where they go,
Penalty
Howard
advantage, 9 offside.
to Powell, skips inside and now outside, and Powell into the hands of Day, and Day into the corner.
No grounding.
Well, we're coming for the penalty try, and that's another 7
14.
points to Oakham.
14.
And I think we're going to be coming for a yellow card, and that is a high tackle from Harry Tannett. Well, Rugby
Yeah.
just at the moment
Need to be outside
struggling
the gap
to get a
between
grip
the 7
in this
and the 8.
game.
Needs to be patient there. Yes, as long as you're behind the 7.
Well, it was lovely footwork from Powell to set up that run. It was loose, wasn't it? And Powell skipping inside, outside, and through the hands. A real seatbelt tackle from Tannett. Day with no grounding. The referee helping them out with the penalty try, ensuring they get the full
Tackle's
7
moved
points.
And then a clear lift on the ball, holding on.
Rugby 12, Oakham 29.
Black, here we are. I've marked them, you set your gap. White in, please. All of you, straight line, same as them. Yeah, fine there.
Gaffan.
More.
Nice line out from Rugby.
Okay, through the mark.
Great set. Skiteba on at scrum half for Rugby, and
Let go!
Oakham told to
Hands
release.
to floor first. No, it's not. No, back you go.
In comes the power from Roberts again, just using that truck and dumper technique.
Black, let go. Tackle now.
Bird with a carry and still charging.
Lads, we're confused there. He's got to release, but he's got back up, so we'll take the scrum down, white ball here.
Coming back for
Told your guys to come off. The other guys then got
the
off.
scrum
At the
to
same
Rugby.
time, we'll take the scrum down, white ball.
who's still down to 14.
Be wrong to penalise either of them there. Crouch. Lads off. Let's try again. Nice and patient. Calls haven't changed. Yeah.
Leo Robinson on for rugby in the second row. Fresh
Crunch.
pair of legs for them, and I just wonder whether or not the fact Rugby School have 5 replacements, Oakham only the 2, whether that changes the intensity that these two teams will finish this game in. I think 25 minutes to play, and to Drew, crashes up. It's been well marked throughout this game, looking to go out wide, skipping through with Mitchell.
Penalty advantage, 15 high.
Pavi and Power with the high tackle, Rugby with the advantage, trying to skip towards the try line. Still with Rugby.
No
and
advantage,
now we're going to come back
high.
for the penalty. Taken quickly, Roberts. Is he over? Yes, he is. And that is
Down
a great
first before you
response
roll
from
him.
Rugby School.
Down first before you then roll him.
Just what they needed. Right on cue. They had the penalty advantage. They came for the quick tap. And you can just see there, Roberts calling for it, takes it quickly, and it's what all number 8s want in that position. Hard carry from 5 metres out. Rugby's 3rd try of the game. Cockburn looking to add the extras. Lovely strike. Rocket of a left boot. Rugby School 19, Oakham 29. Rugby still down to 14 men. Plenty of rugby still to be played in this game. Doherty with the restart. Captain's carry from Gaffan, who spills in the contact. They have the penalty, and taken quickly, Cockburn now with support from Stridham. Rugby on the front foot, and Kayada almost spilt the ball, and now he's away, hunting for his hat-trick. Has Roberts to his left with the big bend, back inside. This could be glorious from Rugby. Oh, what a score. We thought it was Kayada, we thought it was Roberts. And back inside. Just the response they needed. Well, they took the penalty quick, and just there, Kayada looked as if he was going to spill the ball. He did well to regather it. Perfect timing to Roberts, who was there charging in support. And this straight off the netball court. A great finish. Well, it's worth seeing a 3rd time, absolutely. All about the support. That was a big fend. Roberts couldn't quite break free.
Set it up quickly, please, turn.
And there was the score from Jack Drew on his school debut. Important kick for Alfie Cockburn. Solid strike, but just pulled it. And it's Rugby School 24, Oakham 29. dog-legged Oakham
You're
defence
front,
being
unfortunately.
split into by Nathaniel Kayada. And storming support from Jack Drew, who has been sniffing for a break all game.
Black, let go! 1 on 7. And roll!
Lovely break from Rugby down the left, charging with Stridham, puts it on the toe and tearing after it, and the ball just bundling into touch. Again, Rugby still down to 14 players. Acting on instinct at the moment.
Still 1 minute. Lads, let's go please, that's way too slow.
What was that?
Touch play on, touch play on. Touched. It's just gone off his feet. No, 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 no. Scrum down, black ball. Just trapped on his foot.
We'll get the
Down,
scrum.
it's your own man's foot.
Tank, boys! Let's go, Oakham!
Bin on.
Done it! Come on, Bert. Come on, Tim!
Couple of replacements. Well, great performance from
Crouch.
Rugby School's number 10, Alfie Coburn.
Binds.
Actually, we were given the wrong name.
Set.
Couple of great conversions.
Yeah.
Stridham now moving to 10 for Rugby as Oakham
Onside.
boot the ball downfield into some space. Jack Drew just cleaning up and sends it
Straight
into
up.
touch. And it will be a line out.
Time off for a water break.
Well,
Yeah,
around
just
about
pop it down there. Perfect.
20 minutes to go in this game. We're going to have a 2-minute water break. And it is Rugby School 24, Oakham School 29.
Cheers, mate. Okay, lads, time back on.
Well, much needed water break for both the two teams and our officials here in Old Big Side.
More with
Nicely
a fire,
to the top.
First man.
Oakham now into the
Say
Rugby
more.
22 maul, still charging forward. It's got the momentum as well. All the muscle.
Your own man to floor.
Howard gets it away. Looks to release and Powell can't skip free.
No, no lift on the ball. No lift.
Come on, send your feet, son, drive your legs. Get the tackle out, get him out.
Interception. Great support from Salverson.
Come on, Ed, get up.
Drew. And Wada
Out in touch.
skipped into touch. Rugby with a bit of confidence. Again, two great tries in succession.
Four round.
Oakham from the base
Don't change that
with
bind.
Davey.
Say
Still
more.
mauling forward and now goes to ground.
No lift.
Almost
Timing,
caught
lads.
short of the
Timing.
breakdown. Rugby were there hunting for the steal.
You two let go. Let go, you two.
Howard with Andrews and
No
Doherty.
lift, no lift.
Powell at the back, just looking for an injection of life here. Rugby's defence looking resolute at the moment as they fire it into some space, and Drew. The pass spilled and that hot sweaty ball just getting a bit greasy.
Okay, fine. Time off. Time off. Let's go. Okay, ease up, water off, let's go please. Let's go. Here. Knocked on by Whites. Scrum down, black ball.
Couple of changes. Once again, both teams 4
Crouch.
tries apiece.
Binds. Sets. Flat.
Storming down the left, Oakham
Out in touch.
bundled into touch. Great tackle. Rugby still chasing this game into the final 15 minutes.
White in, please.
No pen.
Birani. Runs over the Oakham defence. They get the penalty as well. Oakham not rolling away. Taken quickly, and Kayada spots some space.
Alfie, get to
Straight
him,
down the
Alfie.
throat of Powell, who skips past one and another. Almost breaking free. Doherty.
And roll! Flat.
Charging down the left once more.
Timing.
Oakham looking for something to try and extend their lead and just close out this
Taking the ball
game.
play on. The turnover's legal, but it goes forwards. It's gone down, black ball.
Oakham will get the scrum, and so far just holding rugby in their own half.
That's just as it's on the mark. We'll take the time for this player.
Well, a bit of cramp coming in now. Rock hard pitches and high heat, bit of dehydration perhaps. Becomes difficult to manage.
Yeah, I've got another one down there. Right, he's up, let's go. Turnover's legal, but then he just drops it forward. Scrum down, black ball.
Tang this one, boy.
I'm sure all these players will be eager to watch the England-Argentina game tonight. Their first match as part of Rugby World Cup 2023.
Crouch. Binds.
Busy weekend with school
Sets.
rugby back on the calendar and the Rugby World Cup once more.
We'll take a reset. We've just gone round on the mark, so it's the same scrum. I need you lower.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, Davey. Let's go, Davey. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Crouch.
Hold.
Binds.
Hold it.
Sets.
Well, both teams just getting a bit more fatigue. This
Hold now,
scrum
hold.
is struggling to hold, and that is a great
Early
shove
again,
from rugby.
third time, this side.
But
yeah, you need to be
penalised for
patient. Yeah, you find there.
early engagement, I think that was on the far side of the
Tight
scrum.
head early and then up.
And once again, Oakham look to ping this to the corner. They are using Ollie Doherty's right boot to perfection in this game. They've got a couple of tries from that towards the tail end of the first half, looking to do more of the same here.
Rugby, take the blue line, please. Gents, let's go, please. Skip, that's too slow. That's your warning now.
Well, looking to
Yeah, fine.
find the accuracy at the line out. Nicely taken
Within 5.
from Cummins. Jack Cummins had a great game in the second row for Oakham. Hard work in the engine room. The Maul once again driving and driving, and Oakham revving the engines.
Yeah, timing.
Away it comes now. Wyndham.
Tackle,
Well
let
wrapped up
go!
by Kayada. Scored 2 tries in quick succession in that first half. Again,
White away, let go!
the
He
Black
must move
Machine
first.
pummels this rugby defence.
Shorts!
Edging closer,
Hands up,
looking
White,
for
hands
another
up.
drive. Over they go. And the shove cannot be stopped, and it is Oakham with a 5th try. Well, the forwards will have enjoyed that one. The driving maul, the pressure, no let up from Oakham. Finally finding their way over. They were agonisingly close, and
I've got 8.5.
great support from the forwards. And once again, the big man, the number 8, Alfie Hoyles, finishing off the job. No extras for Oakham.
Catch it, Dockers, kick off.
This was the try once again. Hoyles just lurking at the back, and he's so strong, so powerful, tall man, and again just stands up and drives down low. So difficult to stop. Rugby 24, Oakham 34.
Penalty advantage, roll clear.
Rufus Pearce
Still playing penalty advantage.
finds a hole.
Yeah, ball's out.
Rugby beyond the Oakham 22. Kayada almost gliding through. A half break from him. This is Bird.
And roll black.
Rugby at the moment with a taste for chasing the game. This is Roberts, and Roberts again.
I haven't seen a grounding. I'm going back for my penalty advantage.
Well, the referee did not see a try scored. We might be able to catch it on our replay. This was the break from Kayada.
No roll. Number 7.
The big carry from Bird as well. We are going to have a penalty to Rugby, and this was Roberts. Well, it might have just spilled out.
Black here.
Difficult to see. Rugby trail by 10 points. Just over 5 minutes to play here. The opening match of the 2023-2024 season. All the pre-season work. All the talk of the 200th year at Rugby School, the bicentenary celebrations. From the line out with Gaffin. Bit of an overthrow, but might fall for Virani, and that is a great try for Rugby. And what a charge. Well, Oakham with the steal. And all the pressure. We heard the cheers, thought it was Rugby, but it was Oakham in defence. Well, there is still time. We'll take a look at this once again. It was an overthrow from Gaffin.
That's in. Lads, don't make me turn the ball over. Yeah, that's why I've just brought them in.
Picked up by Canvin. And he was isolated. What a steal that was on the base. From that man again, Alfie Hoyles, the Oakham number 8. Huge performance from him. That was Clark, a great take on the line out. Both sides have been a bit hit and miss
Don't change forward, don't
from the
change.
line out in this game. And when they've got it right, it is
Same maul.
really helped cement that front foot ball and control in this game. And the maul from Oakham, as you would expect, they are
Down by your
so
own man. It's your
strong
own man.
up front.
White, let go. Down by your own man.
At the back,
Inside the half.
Howard sends it deep. That's a bobbler for Drew. Now with Stridham, almost found some space. Rugby playing from deep, and down the blind side they go, and again
Timing, lads.
finding a soft shoulder. This is Bird.
2, let go.
Oakham a bit narrow in defence. If Rugby can try and find the space. Pearce. Wada just a bit ahead of the pass, and it's going to be an Oakham ball at the scrum.
Holding his head here, time off.
Well, it's a real battle out there in this heat. Oakham with that 10-point lead and only a couple of minutes to play. This is what 30-degree rugby in your opening game of the season does.
No, we've got 4
Just
and a
don't
half
quite
left.
have that same level of conditioning as you would have 3 months into the campaign. These hard pitches, as glossy as the grass looks, it is firm underfoot. And what a marvellous service this is. Absolutely outstanding.
Knocked on by White. Scrum down, black ball.
Well, the score this time last year in the opening match, 29 points to 14 to Oakham. Rugby have closed the scoreboard this time round. Still perhaps another opportunity for them to close the gap even more.
No, 4.5.
4.5 minutes on the clock.
Hold on, back up we come. It's all right, clock is going on set. Crouch.
Hold, hold, hold.
Bind.
Hold it, on balls in.
Set.
Low,
Hold it there, lads, hold it there.
Hold, balls in. Hold that, hey.
Off the base, Hoyles bulldozes his way through Tebat, still
Release
going.
now. No, let go. No.
Now with Cummins,
Ball's all the way over there.
fancies
Advantage
stretching his
high,
legs.
18. No, you've got
Quick
penalty
hands from
advantage.
Powell, and that's spilled down the left wing from Day. Coming back for the earlier
Yeah, he's
penalty.
fine there. 3.5. High.
Rugby's
Shot called.
penalty count in this game, I'm sure when they review it, will not be favourable. They have gifted too much ball to Oakham, and this, another example.
Depends how long it takes. I'll let you know on the kickoff. I'll let you know. Yeah, you're fine there.
Oakham look to be picking things up where they left
tell
off
you once it's
in the
done.
last game. That
Behind me.
fantastic performance, the comeback at Twickenham against Trinity. I'm sure Trinity will be licking their lips thinking of potential matchup against Oakham this season. Both with young teams, growing teams, and great penalty from Howard.
2 and 15.
Well, Rugby have performed well in this game when they've been chasing, and the scoreboard 24-37 with just over 2 minutes to play on the referee's watch. Not enough time for Rugby to win the game, but a chance perhaps for a consolation try as Howard looks to break for Oakham.
Inside.
Hacked away, sent deep as well. Shotgun boot. Drew hobbling back and skipping with quick feet, grubbers it away.
Fine, no effect.
Clarkson
Backwards!
back in possession for Oakham, and that is a
Forward, let go!
cracking charge forward from Hoyles. Once again, had a fantastic game. The talisman at number 8, the sort of player you want in that position.
2 away!
Big tackle for Rugby. Wyndham grubbering through. Might bounce nicely, and Powell hacking onto this one. And that's off the end of the field.
Option. Boys, where's your skip gone?
Some of these players with a tough bit of cramp.
Hold on, that man there. There's a scrum just in here on 22. It'll be 1 minute, he's just got to make the option. Scrum. 1 minute. We'll wait for this man, then it'll be a scrum down white ball.
Oh, we are just waiting for a bit of treatment on some cramp.
1 minute.
Only a minute
Yeah.
to play. I mean, what a game this has been. 9 tries all in. This lot have enjoyed it, for sure. Great to see the smiles. Plenty of
Scrum down here.
rugby school sport
Yeah, we'll
on
wait for
today.
this one.
Great cheers as well. The rugby school supporters don't seem too happy. But what's not to love? Rugby in the sun at the birthplace of the game.
Okay, gents, kick there. The option is scrum down white ball. Sweetie 10, please. Yeah, they've only got to be 5. Crouch!
No life on the clock then. Rugby with the scrum just outside their own 22.
Set!
Oscar Tebat with the feed, and
Display a hinge. Number 3
Rugby
hinge.
penalised at the
Still
scrum.
30 seconds. Hinge. Yeah, you're fine there. Number 5 hinge. No.
Well, there's no time on the clock for a line out, so they're going to have to take a tap, I think. Well, there is. And Oakham will once again charge on the Rugby try line, looking for that 6th score. 24 points to 37. It was, of course, Rugby that opened the score. That quick thinking try from Nathaniel Kayada, but it is Oakham since then who've continued to power home.
More. Within 5.
At the back. Here come Oakham for a final score. And peeling round the fringes. No questions. Oakham dominant once again. And they'll be delighted with how they finished that game. Off the line out. The set piece that Oakham are always traditionally strong at. And they've just caught napping around the fringes in defence. Well taken, Cummins, and at the back with Ed Davey. And this is what you want from your hooker, peeling round the blind side. Can't be stopped when he's got that much momentum. Conversion's no good. And that is full time here on Old Big Side. Well, not the start that Rugby School would have wanted. but a great contest for all watching here. Final scores: Rugby School 24, Oakham School 42, and the Continental Tyres National Schools Cup champions have started where they left off. Some fabulous performance. Alfie Coburn pulling the strings for rugby. His opposite man, AJ Andrews, had a fantastic game. Will Howard kicking the points for Oakham. And what about the performance from Alfie Hoyles, the Oakham School number 8? Well, let's leave you with the highlights. And I'm going to have a chat very shortly with Oakham's Director of Rugby, Rupert Harden. Congratulations, first game and big win, 42-24. How good did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fantastic. All credit to the boys. We spoke about the fact that, obviously this is a massive moment in, for rugby in general, and the reality of, what rugby school have got, with their 200 years and the opportunity to be here, and ultimately the sport we play is all about making memories. And like I said to the boys, what more could you want? Like a wonderful day like this, come to a place and have a real opportunity to put down a really memorable performance. And ultimately it's built on a huge amount of graft from the boys. So huge credit to them. I mean, we lost one of our subs in the warm-up, so we were playing with 16 guys. And so given the weather and the temp, I mean, credit to the guys. I mean, cramping up at the end, it's huge.
The game started off at a ferocious temperature as well, because rugby was straight out the traps, right? Did that worry you slightly, perhaps, that they got an early try, or was it perhaps expected with the sort of atmosphere that they were building ahead of this opening game, with it being their 200th year as well?
No, I mean, rugby are a quality team, and we knew that they'd obviously recruited well and they've built really well towards this. And yeah, I mean, I felt that we weren't quite off the bus, to be honest. I thought we were quite, spectatory. Like I think the water breaks helped us. That first water break probably gave us a real opportunity to sort of regather ourselves and have a bit of a chat about what our expectations were from the game. And I think the boys reacted, and as I say, like it took away a bit of their momentum, and we got on top after that. The second half I was a bit worried when they scored quick fire 2. I thought again, like we looked quite deflated and they looked pretty up for it, but I thought our forward pack was immense. It gave us the real opportunity to sort of do something from there. Fergus Simpson, you're starting at loose head. I mean, it's his first game at loose head. He's normally a back rower. He stepped into the breach for us this year, and your credit to him. Our scrums were great, and his work rate around the park was fantastic. I can't fault any of them. And then Alfie at number 8, huge carries for us. So everything about us being a massively confrontational side and wanting to win that physical battle. And the boys, really stood up and they were fantastic.
Did you feel a bit of pressure coming into this game as well? New to the job, new to the school. Obviously, Oakham national champions just 5 months ago at Twickenham. There comes with that, there's a bit of a badge. You're carrying the Oakham badge on your chest. Was there a bit of pressure from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I've been made to feel hugely welcomed by the Oakham community. Ricey's been fantastic. The boys have just come in and work. We were, I feel like I was fairly successful at Denston. I thought we had a good team there, and I knew that. I hope that by coming in here, it's an opportunity to play in a different environment against different teams. I mean, for me, I'm an old rugbyan, so to come back to school and go again on the close was awesome. And obviously, massively delighted that we could get a win. But I mean, ultimately, Oakham's a fantastic school with a huge reputation. That's what you want to be part of.
And in terms of your ambition for this season, where do you think your side can head?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's it's an old cliche, but we go game by game, and ultimately, as long as we get better, I think we'll be a competitive outfit. We just got to take each game and go look for the changes that we can obviously make us better. Not just at the senior level, but obviously, our 16's got a win today, which is massive for us. It's all about trying to create that depth chart, down through the school, whereby each year we have an identity that bleeds through us, and ultimately that's what I'm here to do. I'm not sure how our lower school does, but that's as important as our first team, because ultimately that's going to be our team in a few years' time, and that's what I'm here to build.
Well, what a performance from your boys today. All the best for the rest of the season. Thanks very much for talking to us. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
I'm good.
Have you managed to sort of rehydrate after that game, because it was pretty end-to-end stuff at times?
Yeah, it was hot. I mean, I felt for the boys, but it's the same for both sides. So yeah, that's what can you say? There's equal playing grounds.
It's obviously a big moment in rugby, right? The 200th year from the birthplace of the game. The Rugby World Cup for 2023 has just started as well.
Yeah.
You've had some great occasions over the last couple of months, including the under-18 international sevens as well. Just how important is this calendar year for the school?
It's really important, but I mean, it goes more about the way that we play rugby, and more than that is the win. I mean, I credit to Oakham, they played really, really well today and deserved their win. But for us, it goes about the way we play rugby, and William Webber has picked up the ball, caught the ball and ran with it. So that's what we're trying to do, and we didn't do ourselves any favours today because we tried that, but we made a lot of errors. So that'll be something to work on, and you know, that hopefully that we can improve that in the future.
There was some great running rugby from both sides today, 4 tries, all of which were outstanding from rugby school.
Yeah.
There's a lot to build on for the rest of the season, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was just disappointed that we turned over a lot of ball. You know, we're trying things. You know, it's the boys have got freedom to play and express themselves, and you know, they're not professional rugby players yet, so they're going to make mistakes. And today we made too many, but we're going to keep playing like we want to play, and you know, we just back each other and we back the boys to play that way. And you know, the day that I feel sorry for the team, the day that we come off when we hold our passes.
Yeah, and there was a lot of penalties conceded from rugby as well today, and that a few times gave a lot of momentum and a lot of territory as well to Oakham. Going forward, that's obviously something you're going to work on, right?
Obviously, I mean, I think we gave away between 15 and 20 penalties this day. You can't win a rugby match like that as well. And you know that it tires you to keep defending like that. So that's another thing that we need to work on as well as our discipline.
And one more thing I wanted to talk about was this pitch behind you, because it is absolutely outstanding, right? I don't think there's many pitches better in all of rugby, let alone school rugby. It's an outstanding place to play, right?
No, it's amazing. The boys love playing on it, and the opposition love playing on it as well. So it's really amazing. Now we've got an amazing ground staff that look after it, and you know, spend hours making it all perfect for us, for the boys actually. So yeah, I mean, it is an extraordinary place to play rugby on.
Well, Mike, thanks very much for talking to us. We're very much looking forward to hosting all of the Rugby School first 15 games on Next Gen 15 for the rest of the season. Final scores here from Old Big Side then: Rugby School 24, Oakham 42, and the national champions march on. Until next time, we'll see you then.